welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Porzingis, Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Jokic is out there with Bol. Then it's Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray, and it's Barton in at the shooting guard. Now here's Porzingis. There's the pass to Marjanovic. Just 5 to shoot. Richardson against Barton.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Here's Doncic, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Now here's Murray. That shot, no good. Nice D from Doncic. Marjanovic finds Richardson. Outside, Porzingis. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Murray, the pass to Bol. Back to Murray. Doncic with the steal. Here's Porzingis. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Offensive rebound. Marjanovic. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
That's tipped. Over in the corner, Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And finished off by Porter.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Murray against Doncic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Now, here's Jokic. Porter looking it over. Pass to Bol. Back to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Barton dishes to Porter. His 3-pointers off the mark. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Finney-Smith. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Bol. Barton with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. Jokic passes to Bol, and it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. That one wide left. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Brunson kicks to Kleba. Hardaway up top. Martin defending. Passes it to Powell. Just 5 on the clock. The 17-footer. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Here's Kleba. Here's Powell. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 8. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic.
Southwest, I mean, you need to look your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
On the floor for Dallas, Dwight Powell is out there with Maxi Kleba. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the center. Kleba, the pass to Cauley Stein. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Cauley Stein's got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs. And Morris has got the ball here for Denver.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleba grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleba texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
Brunson kicks to Cauley Stein. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
To the middle, it's tipped. Stolen by Brunson. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, you can see Tim Hardaway is in his element right now. This guy, a solid transition player. He knows where to get to.
The pass to McGee. He dishes it to Millsap. And Millsap slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. But you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Dallas leading by 11. Pass to Powell. Back to Brunson. Outside Hardaway. 5 on the clock. Cauley Stein finds Hardaway, and it comes off the front of the rim. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Barton. Pass to Bull. Back to Porter. To the left wing. Bull the pass to Jokic, and it's good. 2 points. Jokic has got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Brunson scanning the floor. Hardaway against Barton, and Hardaway gets it to go.
What a beautiful blend of size and athleticism. Boy, Tim Hardaway Jr. is doing work inside.
Barton passes to Porter. 1:12 left in the first half. Passes it to Jokic. Over Cauley Stein. Jokic, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Now, Kleba still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Cauley Stein. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Barton passes to Jokic. Back to Barton. Now, here's Jokic. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, inside, Bolt does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Dallas leading by 11. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Back to Brunson. And here is Hardaway. And that's the final possession and so it's Dallas holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 11. And Shaq. And that does it for our half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Boban Marjanovic, he's really playing well.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Gordon out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Morris in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. And no good. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Shot by Gordon, wide open. No good on the 3. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Now the pass to Porzingis. Doncic looking it over. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Pass to Rivers. Back to Morris. Gordon inside. Rivers kicks to Morris. The dish now to Millsap. Back to Morris. Denver passing it around. Kicks it out to Gordon. Rivers passes to Millsap. A second chance effort. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Stolen by Rivers. Millsap dishes to McGee. Kicks it out to Gordon. Millsap against Marjanovic. It's good on the putback. McGee's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Denver.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind. Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Morris passes to McGee. Kicks it to Rivers. McGee inside. Marjanovic on him. Pass to Gordon. Now McGee. On the wing, Gordon. Out to Morris. Back to McGee. They shoot again, and it's good on the way in. McGee's got 5 points so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. To the left side wing. Millsap against Porzingis. Now, here's Doncic. Tight defense on him.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Gordon kicks to Rivers. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from McGee.
You know, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Then for the Mavericks, Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dwight Powell comes in for Porzingis. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Mavericks leading by 10. Powell finds Doncic. Puts up a 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And the dunk by Bull.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Powell dishes to Cauley-Stein. Passes to Brunson. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Mavericks lead by 9. Denver's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Murray the pass to Jokic.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Shoots from the line. Denver gets it back. Barton kicks to Jokic. Shoots over Powell. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Cauley-Stein in the post. Barton defending. Brunson the pass to Powell.
Boy, Powell is proving to be a handful inside. Does a good job utilizing his long arms to get the call.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
For 3, Murray, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Dwight Powell is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Maxi Kleber, and it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. Hardaway for 3. No good on that one. Nice D from Porter. The Nuggets trail by 11. The Nuggets moving the ball around. He feeds it to Bull. Over Kleber. The kick out to Porter. Barton dishes to Murray. Barton passes to Porter. Jacks up a 3. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Jokic finds Murray. Porter outside. Here's Jokic. Three-pointer. And the call up against Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Murray with it, trying to find Marjanovic. Gets it over to him. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly from outside off the mark.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
And just paying attention to the details and makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Doncic against Murray. 2 points. That one goes. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Wide open look here for Murray, and he swishes it right through.
And in that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Murray against Doncic. Here's Marjanovic, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Back to Murray. Jokic on top, guarded by Marjanovic. To the wing on the left, 20 feet out. The kick out to Porter. And the pass to Barton. Deep 2 from Murray. Barton passes to Bull. Good on the bucket.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth. Down low and stolen by Bull. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Bull can't hit. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Marjanovic finds Doncic. And stolen by Barton. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Pulls up. That shot, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Now, here's Doncic. Guarded closely. Shot clock at 5. Here's Marjanovic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside, Porzingis. From outside the arc. And Bull pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And he comes up with the deuce.
You cannot let Doncic get established on the interior. This guy feels very comfortable wherever he is on the floor.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Here's Bull. Back to Jokic. The fader. And the shot is long. Richardson outside. Ring shot on the way. Basket good. And it's an 11-point. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for... Portland Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center. And for Denver, Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Bull. And it's Porter. And at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Lillard. To the paint. Nurkic, the pass to Giles. That one goes in. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. McCollum against Barton. Now here's McCollum. Not a lot of room. Here's Lillard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Murray finds Jokic. Barton passes to Bull. Back to Barton. Clock is at 3. Nice open look, but it's no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
McCollum, no good. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Lillard with it, outguarded by Murray.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Over to the left wing. Here's Murray, and it's in there.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Lillard. And there's the pass to Nurkic. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now here's Murray. And it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson with the foul. That's his first foul. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Stolen by Cantor.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Foul for three. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Millsap comes in for Bull. Gordon's checked in for Porter. And it's Austin Rivers in for Will Barton. Now here's Powell. He has 5. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
Here's Simons following the score by Aaron Gordon. Simons, the pass to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Count it.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
Simons surveying the D. 24 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Cantor. Shot clock at 6. Powell with it, and McGee picks him up defensively. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Out left to the wing. McGee's shot is off. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close.
Venom.
Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his up.
I think it comes from the end.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Giles, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. Gordon finds McGee. Denver passing it around. Gordon, the pass to McGee, misses from short range. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Nuggets trail. Rivers trying to get open.
Hey, and we all know Gordon's a terrific jammer now. He loves throwing it down.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Passes it to McCollum. Back to Lillard. 5 to shoot. Over Morris. And that one hits back iron.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. And your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset.
You know, a big reason Millsap's a star is because of his defense. Great anticipation to come up with the steal and push it on the break.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. Tanner, high post. McGee's there. Here's Anthony. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. The Nuggets leading by 5. Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Anthony, the pass to Simons. Anthony down low. Millsap covering. Here's Powell. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Powell's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Pass to Millsap. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now here's Gordon after Enes Kanter's miss, and it's good for 2. Morris has got the lead up to 9 now for Denver.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Lillard against Morris. Lillard left side. Kicks to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now, here is Morris. And stolen by Lillard.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Giles kicks to Lillard. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Morris with the ball. Good if it goes. And that one released in time, but no good. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were in a 7-point hole at one stage. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One guy who's been getting it done is Paul Millsap.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Nuggets. They've got Porter. Jokic is out there with Bol. Then there's Murray. And it's Barton in at the two-guard spot. Here's Lillard. After the basket by Will Barton. Lillard dishes to Covington. Back to Lillard. And it's off from three-point range. Barton with it. Now defended by McCollum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 7 for Murray. Misses off the left iron. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. Here's Jokic, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jokic has got his second bucket of the night.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength.
Now here's Lillard. To the middle. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Covington.
If the keys to your offense are in Lillard's hands, you're going to be in pretty good shape. Check out how well he runs the pick and roll there. That's just a perfect way to...
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No. That is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Porter kicks to Murray. The pass to Bol. Over Anthony. Bol can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 10, and the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Simons. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. To the inside, and stolen by Bol.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Simons. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Canner. Jokic with the steal. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Barton, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 12. Inside, Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time. Rising up for the dunk.
Murray with it. Now Anthony defending. Shoots from 14. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack. But they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Passes it to Canner. And he uses the glass on the layup. Cantor's got his second bucket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Got a piece of it, and they get it back.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Big group substitution here for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Bull. Aaron Gordon comes in for Porter. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Nurkic with the steal.
And I like that defense from Gordon. He's a guy that makes you uncomfortable if he's guarding.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Nurkic, and it's Covington in at the small forward.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Lillard finds McCollum. Back to Lillard. McGee against Nurkic. Denver grabs the miss. Now McCollum. Pass to Lillard. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Covington dishes to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
It's Rivers on the wing. McGee, the pass to Gordon. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
The inside is where Gordon is really most comfortable and effective. Very few defenders can get to a shot given how high he gets up on it.
Covington dishes to Lillard. There's the triple. Unable to get that one. And the Nuggets going the other way. Morris passes to Millsap. He's off on that one.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
To the middle. Takes it out to Covington. Nurkic against Gordon. Nurkic in the post. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Covington finds Lillard. Lets a floater go. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. Rivers can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 10. And Nurkic has it in the corner. From deep. Portland again missing. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That's foul number 2 for him. The Nuggets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Gordon up on top. Defended by Covington. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Shoots it. Murray the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Jokic is really good in these pick and pop situations. He loves them, and he executes them very well.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Here is Lillard. 1:09 left to play in the final quarter. Giles kicks to Lillard. McCollum deciding where to go with it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Think burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Denver.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Aaron Gordon.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Murray with it. So the Nuggets win it even early on in this one. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point. And for Denver, Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Porter. And it's Bol in at the 4. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Clock at 6, and that's a foul called on Bol. That is his first foul of the game. Beverly against Murray. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
For the finish. And George with the stuff.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Porter finds Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Outside, George. And he banks in the layup.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Murray surveying the D. No good on the shot. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Beverly the pass to George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Leonard against Porter. Pass to Jokic. Over Morris. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Porter.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Now here is George.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Murray with the bounce pass. Jokic finds Murray. Back to Jokic to the left side wing. Murray, the pass to Jokic, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Jackson passes to Kennard. Kicks it to Batum. Shot clock at 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
Pass to Jokic. Murray against Jackson, and it's Murray with the jam.
Have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
Pass to Ibaka. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. Kennard finds Ibaka. Back to Kennard. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. That still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
Count it. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And here is Murray. Down low. It's stolen by Ibaka. Jackson passes to Batum. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammate. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
The kick out to Barton. But they get it back. Jokic. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Batum, and Nicholas Batum with the slam.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
And he gets it to go. Jokic has got 9.
And just paying attention to the details and makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little... The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Clippers lead by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
You know, this game, it's...
You know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. To the inside. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from McGee.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Morris looking over the floor. To the paint. Stolen by McGee. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Rivers has got the ball. And it's sent back by Morris.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
Off the left rim and out. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 7. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center.
You know, Smitty, the change for McGee is pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee. And you know, when he's focused, he can make an impact. Plays in short bursts, but very effective.
Morris outside, and the pass to Gordon. McGee trying to break free, and it's Gordon missing.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Morris looking over the floor. He kicks it to McGee. Outside Gordon. Back to McGee. 6 on the shot clock. Right side Millsap. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 7. George with no one around. Sinks the triple. George has got 9 points.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
Here's Rivers. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
One thing about Kawhi, when he's driving, he eats up real estate fast with those long strides.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Barton against Kennard. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Barton passes to Jokic to stop the run. The Nuggets with another miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Back to Ibaka. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Jokic on the follow.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Outside Jackson. Outside for Batum. Looking for Ibaka. He gets it there. Outside Jackson. To the inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Barton. And Barton throws it down.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Jackson against Murray. Now Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Los Angeles, up by a dozen. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up. And that'll do it for...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
They've got Nikola Jokic. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Bull, and it's Porter in at the three. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Over in the corner, Batum, wide open. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. That's now 8 points for Nicholas Batum. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. It's a 13-point game. Jokic inside. Ibaka on him. Jokic with the bucket.
And this is why Jokic is an all-star, all-NBA caliber talent, because of his ability to dominate in an effortless fashion.
Pass to Kennard. From past the arc. Connects from three-point range. Kennard's got 9.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Los Angeles leading by 14. Here's Mann. Can't connect from short range. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Jackson against Morris. Passes to Kennard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Nuggets trail by 12. Here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
The ball handling of Millsap, enabling him to create off the bounce.
It's stolen by Morris. They push it up 4 on 3. Millsap misses.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Mann, and he lays it straight in. Mann's got his first 2 points.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Morris against Jackson. Millsap kicks to Morris. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Clippers leading by 12. Feeds to Batum. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Here's Gordon. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Offline with his 3. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tools, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Jackson passes to Kennard. 1:15 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. It's stolen by Morris. And they're on the break. And McGee kicks to Rivers. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Rivers has got his 2nd bucket.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
Kennard for 3. Stolen by McGee. Here's the break. Here's Rivers. And then Rivers with the dunk.
Once you get Austin out in space, his quickness and fluidity really shines.
That's a 2 from Kennard. Baca against McGee. 6 to shoot. Kennard for 3. They get the rebound. Outside for Jackson. Back to Ibaka. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on JaVale McGee.
And that time, the defender a little out of control. Serge Ibaka wily enough to draw the foul.
And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka. The Nuggets trail by 7. Morris outside. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
The offensive rebound outside for Jackson. Los Angeles with another miss. He can't get it to go. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Reggie Jackson. Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Clippers leading by 4. Here's Beverly. Dishes to Morris. There's the pass to Zubac. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Barton dishes to Bull. And that one, good.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bull. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Beverly with the ball. A 3 from Morris. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bull. Good work defensively by Morris. The Clippers shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Shoots the 3. It's not going to go for him. And Denver the other way now. Barton passes to Jokic, and the call, and yep, we thought we might see it, and the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. That's their third straight make off an assist.
Now, here is George. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Jokic with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Barton finds Jokic. That evens the score. Jokic has got 19 points.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Barton against George. And then George with the jam.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
Back to Barton. Second shot opportunity, and Bull with the lay-in.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
Pass to Leonard. Denver grabs the miss. 1:46 left in the game. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Leonard against Porter. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. McGee, the pass to Gordon. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot two at the line. He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead.
The consummate team player. Paul George is an excellent leader, and he's cool to let others lead also. Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Bull comes in for Paul Millsap. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. Nuggets have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, Austin Rivers, the 10th overall pick in the 2012 draft, has turned into a nice combo guard, having the ability to play the 1 and the 2.
Rivers hits both of them.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
And George kicks to Beverly. Back to George. A 3-ball. And Bull pulls it down. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Jokic. It falls!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
George dishes to Beverly. Back to George. From deep. Buries it from outside.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
And here is Murray. Pass to Jokic. For the 3. Misses the tray. Wide open look here for Zubac. Bucket's good. And now look. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge. And we've got time for a quick...
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks...
It mightn't... David, well said. Thank you for that report. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. We've got Will Barton. Porter is out there with Bol. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Dallas, Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Doncic. Marjanovic. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Murray. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
You go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships. That tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series. Finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
Now, here's Bol. Following the miss by Josh Richardson. Barton kicks to Murray. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Here's Richardson. It's deflected.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Jokic finds Murray. Marjanovic against Jokic. The kick out to Barton. Outside Porter. Just 5 on the clock. It's up a 3. Porzingis with the rebound. For Dallas, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
You think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything.
Now, here's Bol. And that one's good, Jokic.
Mid-range game as Jokic spotted himself up and drilled that one.
Doncic passes to Richardson. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Got a piece of it. Dallas moving the ball around. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding. A tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out on a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Barton outside. Now the pass to Porter. This one for three. Can't hit that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Passes it to Richardson. Out to Doncic. 1:25 left here in the opening quarter. Marjanovic finds Doncic. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Murray the pass to Porter. Murray dishes to Barton. A three-pointer, no good. Mavericks have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Back to Morris. There's the feed to Millsap. Pass to Rivers. Over Doncic. The Nuggets with another miss.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 6. Finney-Smith drills it from outside.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
It's Rivers on the wing. And that does it for the first quarter. The Mavericks on top. They And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, Jalen Brunson out there with Hardaway. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Powell in at the 4 spot. Brunson the pass to Powell. Here's Cauley-Stein, guarded by McGee. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Rivers. And pushing it up, here's Denver. And the wide open shot from Morris. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Pass to Rivers. Takes the 3. Morris dishes to Gordon. Back to Morris. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Powell finds Cauley-Stein. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, a 7-footer that has a bit of moxie. Willie Cauley-Stein loves to play rough down low.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Hardaway, no good.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Rivers passes to McGee. Banked in off the glass. McGee's got his first basket. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Morris against Brunson. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Mavericks leading, pushing it up. Cauley-Stein with it, and McGee picks him up defensively. Here's Brunson. Misses off the right iron. The Nuggets have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. A three from Morris. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Gordon's got the game tied up here for Denver.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Runs in the pass to Cauley Stein. Comes up empty down low.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. A miss that time, would have put him up.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long. Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Inside. Kicks it out to Gordon. There's the dish to Morris. Powell with the steal. Hardaway with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Now it's a 5-point Maverick lead.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., you can see he's got good foundational form for a three-point shot. Consistency would help.
Gordon dishes to Millsap. Back to Gordon. 11 feet away, and it's off the back rim. No good. Mavericks leading by 5. Cauley Stein in the post. Millsap's there. Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Cauley Stein shooting with confidence that close around the rim.
Brunson against Morris. He feeds it to Gordon. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleber.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And they call an illegal screen here.
Now, beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Doncic looking it over. And the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Martin passes to Jokic. Good on the triple. Jokic has got 5.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
The pass to Marjanovic. And here's Richardson. Doncic right side. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And, guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Jokic is out there at bowl. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden. I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Passes it to Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Basket counts. Porzingis has got his first points in this one.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now here's Barton. Dishes at the bowl. Back to Barton. Porzingis with the steal. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Finney Smith passes to Porzingis. Over Bull. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now Barton. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. And it goes down 2 points.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
A tremendous Mobile One block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
That one a little long. Dallas leading by 8. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Here's Finney Smith. Out to Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. 4 on the clock. Good. Nice job down low.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Down low. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Outside, Porzingis. But they'll get another chance. Jacks up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Porzingis has got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas. Murray against Doncic. Murray dishes the ball. Wide open look here for Murray. They grab their own miss. Jokic on the follow.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Doncic with it. He's got 15. Outside, Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. McGee finds Gordon. Back to McGee. Now Gordon to the middle. McGee the pass to Rivers. From the baseline. That one goes. Count it. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Powell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The pass to Brunson. Goes up at the stripe. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Mavericks leading by 14. Maxi Kleber is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Morris against Brunson. Here's McGee. Misses off the left eye. Dallas has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Rivers kicks to McGee. Back to Rivers. He dishes it to Millsap. Powell with the steal. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Rebound by the Nuggets. And it's McGee penetrating. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. Dallas leading by 16. And here is Hardaway. Passes it to Brunson. Tips it up. It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Morris passes to Millsap. Outside Gordon. Now, here's Kleber. Cauley Stein kicks to Kleber. Back to Cauley Stein. To the paint. The shake. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Jokic passes to Barton. Denver passing it around. Murray dishes the Bull. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. It's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Martin inside the line. Denver the rebound. Jokic kicks the ball. Clock at 6. Jokic on the follow.
A little bit of hustle, a little bit of energy. Jokic right now pounding the offensive glass and not quitting on these possessions.
Doncic outside. Three-pointer. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Nuggets going the other way. Martin inside the line. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Murray for 3. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Jokic finds Murray. And the 3 off target.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Outside, Porzingis. They get it back. The Nuggets trail by 13.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Mavericks.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Luka Doncic.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Pass to Jokic. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Jokic against Richardson. Barton. It's rebounded by Dallas. They led by as many as 18 points. Pass to Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. Lays it up off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with each.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball. Now, let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Bull. Bill Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Portland, we've got Damian Lillard. Giles is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the 2 guard. From outside the arc, knocks down the 3 ball.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Now here's Barton. The feed to Bull. And it's blocked. Lillard against Murray. Lillard, the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Over Murray. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
Porter finds Murray. And that one drops for him.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Lillard with it. There's the dish to Powell. Pass to Giles. 6 to shoot. Powell, the pass to Giles. 3-pointer, Lillard. And another 3 for Portland.
Pressure doesn't get to Lillard. In fact, I mean, you could argue these situations bring out the best of him.
Murray dishes to Barton. Pass to Jokic. Murray outside. He kicks the Bull. From downtown, and that's good. Jamal Murray for 3. Murray's got 5 points so far.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Yep, that one goes. 7 points in the game.
They've come out the locker room. His eye. 4 for 4 to start tonight.
And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Nobody near Lillard. And again, it's Portland converting. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Now, here's Nurkic, following the miss by Michael Porter. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Lillard left side, lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound, Nurkic. Jokic with the steal. He feeds it to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Woo. He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
Lillard finds Powell. 51 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Lillard. It's good from about 19 feet. Lillard's got 11. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Tipped away. Now, here's Bull. D right on him. The kick out to Barton. Murray outside. Denver passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Bull, that's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard outside. It's deflected.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to...
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs.
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a five-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
But just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
So on the floor for Denver, they've got JaVale McGee, Gordon out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Morris in at the point. And Cantor throws it down.
When you pair Cantor's strong frame with the scorer's mentality, you get a guy that loves to dunk.
Morris outside. It's good. Morris has got the lead up to 1 now for the Nuggets.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And here's McCollum for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. McCollum's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He's a volume three-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Nuggets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Cantor, the pass to Simons. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Morris with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Millsap. Passes it to Rivers. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Back to Rivers. Just 4 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Millsap misses.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
There's the pass to Simons. McCollum against Rivers. McCollum left side. Cantor dishes to McCollum. And it's Rivers with the rebound. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 3-point game. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Cantor kicks to Anthony. Pass to McCollum. Over Rivers. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Millsap passes to Gordon. That one doesn't drop. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him. Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Morris outside. And the layup is good. Trailblazers leading by 3. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Goes up on the wing. Anthony. And another shot. And a wide open look for McCollum. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really control the inside.
Morris dishes to McGee. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Morris.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. Anthony left side. Over Millsap. Here's Cantor. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Gordon goes in.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
For Denver, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Gordon hits both of them. Here is Lillard. And a close game so far through the first 2. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 11 points and 1 assist. And
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Trailblazers, Giles is out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Covington in at the 3. Three-pointer, Lillard. Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail. Bull with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Here's Jokic. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Portland's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Here's Lillard. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Gordon finds Barton. And he banks in the layup.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
A tight game here in Portland. Now Lillard. He's got 13. And the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
And look at that. The touch of Lillard inside. So impressive. He's terrific at generating points.
Murray against Nurkic. Here's Jokic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. Free throw, good. Jokic.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
Denver making a switch here. Porter's checked in.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Powell kicks to Lillard. Powell, no one around him. That shot is off. And it's Denver the other way. On the wing, Porter. The kick out to Barton. And stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And foul up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Hollis Jefferson, good. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. A good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Portland making a change here. Simons is checked in. Here's Murray. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Norman Powell's checked in for McCollum. And Kanter throws it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Back to Morris. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Kanter's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. In the corner, Powell with it. Pass to Simons. 6 to shoot. Anthony down low. Millsap covering.
And one of the league's best defenders. Millsap closing out well on that one.
It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Outside Anthony. To the right side. Here's Simons. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Morris. 6 points for him. And Morris throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Powell, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. That one falls. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's Morris. Kicks it to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
Here's Simons. He gets it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. We're at the end of the third, and And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Jokic is out there with Bol. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the point guard position.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Oh, yeah, they're expanding a ton of focus and energy at the offensive end, but at the defensive end, it is just the opposite.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
McCollum passes to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time for McCollum. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half. Lillard against Murray. He dishes it to Bol. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, Bol with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender. This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Lillard finds McCollum. Back to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Covington passes to Lillard. Bucket is good.
All night long, Lillard has been taking over on the offensive end. I mean, adjusting to every defense they've thrown at him.
Murray surveying the D. To the inside. Outside Porter. And they pick up 2.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
McCollum outside. Passes to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Fires from the line. And that one hits back iron. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 3. Here's Bol. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the size Bol has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
And that one falls for Bol. Morris is checked in for Denver. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And like his father, Manu, Bol's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Down low, Covington. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that is reflected in the score.
And he makes that one. Portland's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Murray against Lillard. Now here's McCollum. Morris dishes to Porter. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game. Anthony's checked in for Giles. And Denver also making you switch. McGee's checked in. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy. Someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
And Lillard gets double-teamed. Covington finds Lillard. Now Nurkic. Outside Covington. 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And here's McCollum for 3. Denver grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Covington sends it back. And he gets it back. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
Now the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. wants it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
That's why you give Lillard the rock. When it's an important possession, you know he's going to rise to the occasion.
Morris passes to McGee.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
At this point of his career, McGee knows who he is, a hustler, an energy guy who uses his athleticism to his advantage.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Monte Morris. Lillard against Murray. Lillard bounce pass. It counts! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Giles is checked in, and then for Denver. Bol, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Porter comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Will Barton in for Austin Rivers.
Clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
Lillard against Murray. Pass to Jokic. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. The busy freeways of... Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Cole is out there with Michael Porter. it's Will Barton. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. And for the Clippers, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. Stolen by George. And here we go. Beverley heading to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, the length of Paul George creating opportunities for his team. He covers an awful lot of ground with that wingspan.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Over Beverley. And it's Jokic missing.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really...
Oh,
goodness. That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Murray, the pass to Bull. Jokic against Zubac. Barton kicks to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Bull. A three-pointer off the mark. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Morris dishes to George. Back to Morris. And George now top of the key. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
That's not an easy play. Paul George is an extraordinary player. Keeps his eye on the bucket at all times.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Now here's Beverley. Pass to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Oh, my goodness. You cannot give up a lane to the cup. Once Marcus Morris sees one, forget about it.
Beverley against Murray. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. They lead by 4. And they're running. Wide open look here for Murray. And a miss there on the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Clippers leading by 6. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys, I think, that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Rivers can't get it to go. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 14-5 run here. And the layup falls.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Morris dishes to Millsap. Pass to Gordon. Lets it go with a three. And another miss by Denver.
Absolutely tenacious guys. Stuck right on him defensively. Bothered that shot.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And they'll keep possession. Gordon, the pass to McGee. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Pass to Leonard. 19 seconds left in the first. A shot by George, wide open. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 8.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Morris against Beverly. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Nuggets have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
From deep, George. That one's not going to go. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 11-point cushion. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwback style.
Old school basketball. Yeah.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Morris, Aaron Gordon out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Austin Rivers, and it's McGee in at center.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
And that one's good. Beverly's got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Morris dishes to McGee. Morris inside, defended by Beverly. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by McGee.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Morris looking over the floor. And it's Denver with the rebound. And it's Gordon penetrating. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Stolen by McGee. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Clippers leading by 11. From deep, George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Murray kicks the ball. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
For Denver, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVP.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
He had a nice open look right there. Leonard's got 9 points.
I don't think there's anything Leonard can't do on the basketball court. He can score inside, the mid-range, long range. He'll hurt you from absolutely anywhere.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Back to George. Porter with the steal. Here's Barton. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I mean, shades of Vlade Divac there. Jokic is one of the best passing bigs playing in the game today.
For Denver, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. George looking around. Kicks to Leonard. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Kawhi Leonard from the restricted area. Turn the lights out.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Shoots. Denver the rebound. Does not find the basket. His 3rd miss. He's made just 1 so far. Here's George. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He's got 15.
And when Paul George has this kind of rhythm and pace to his game, you simply want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
And so that brings the first half to a... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, an outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He ended up with 15 points, 2 steals. That's all for now.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from George.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Batuma's out there with Ibaka. And there's Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
That's a smart play Jackson will keep going back to. He knows he'll make it to the rim, get fouled, or maybe both.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one falls for Jackson. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Nuggets trail by 17. The pass to Gordon. 11 feet away. And he overshot that one, missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Jackson misses.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated
Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
Both free throws good for Millsap. Here's Jackson. Kennard with the ball. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. No good there. The Nuggets trail by 15. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Jackson kicks to Ibaka. Hits the jumper in space. And the Clippers lead by 15.
Well, you love how Ibaka goes right up with the shot. Doesn't hesitate for a second off the catch.
Pass to Rivers. Back to Morris.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead. Well, just terrific timing from the power forward Serge Ibaka. He is a sensational leaper.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the free ball.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 17. Here's Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
Outside Jackson. Up top, Ibaka. Outside for Jackson. Pocket 6. Man can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 15. Here's Gordon. And the basket is good. Gordon's got his first 2 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Jackson has the open look. No good on the triple.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Count it, good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Clippers leading by 11. And here's Jackson. Inside, Batum, and Nicholas Batum with the slam.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
McGee finds Morris. The shot's good. Morris has got 6.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Jackson looking it over. Passes it to Kennard. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
11 feet away. Great D that time from Batum. LA has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Ibaka, no luck. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Rivers dishes to Millsap. It's tipped. Here's Mann. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Jackson against Gordon. Pass to McGee. Another shot. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Paul Millsap. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers ahead by 9. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Porter. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Bull in at the 4-man position.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Leonard looking around. The pass to Zubac. Leonard against Porter. Zubac in the post. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Over in the corner, Beverly. Got a hand on it, but he recovers it. Pass to Zubac. Over Jokic. Zubac, that's good. And the Clippers lead by 9.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Barton kicks the Bull. Dishes to Murray. Pass to Bull. The 3. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Bull.
Have to respect the range of Murray. He just nails shots from this distance.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside, Leonard takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Bull. Denver passing it around. Shoots it up. Jokic, no good. Los Angeles leading by 6. Morris kicks to Leonard. No good off the front iron.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. And stolen by Murray. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. And Jokic throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Leonard kicks to George. The Clippers need to get off the shot. And the dunk by Zubac.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
Barton passes to Bull. To the paint. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubac. And the pass to Porter. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now it's a 10-point Clipper lead.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Barton passes to Jokic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Beverly dishes to George. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
George double teamed. High post, Zubac. Off target with the open look.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
And George kicks to Leonard. Back to George. Pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Reverses. And he makes good on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. Now Morris. So the Clippers with the win. Some good competition. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.